Goutama Ganga. Ganga was brought into earth by Bhagirath, Bhagi plus Ra plus Ta, and that story was discussed in the chapter Ganga. There is another person called sage Goutama, Gau plus Tama, who also brought down certain other parts of Ganga to the earth. Gau is in Gaura, which is a kind of dove. Tama can be found in the word Tamasha, which relates to Shiva, who is known for pleasure and procreative activities. It can also be found in Tamara, Padma, who also relates to female procreative activities. The story of Gautama bringing Ganga to the earth is narrated in the Brahma Purana. We are aware that Parvati is the wife of Shiva and resides with him at Kailash, which is known as the thalamus area of the brain. Ganga, considered the sister of Parvati, also resides on the head of Shiva, which disturbs Shiva's wife Parvati. No woman will tolerate her husband sharing contact with another woman. On many occasions, Parvati asked Shiva to release Ganga from his hair, and Shiva bluntly refused to oblige. Shiva refers to the pituitary gland located at the thalamus of the brain, Shiva's residence in Kailash, which controls the sexual organs of the human body. Ganga refers to the spinal cord and its related nervous system. Bhagirathas, Bhagi plus Ra plus Ta story was about the original creation of the spinal cord and nervous system in the human body. Gautama's story of bringing Ganga is about inducing seminal secretions. While Parvati was worried about Ganga and Shiva's refusal to remove her from his hair, there was a terrible drought on earth which lasted for 14 years. Puranic stories have fixed the age of puberty at 12 years for girls and 14 years for boys. So, the 14 years drought refers to male puberty. The only place on earth that was not affected was sage Gautama's hermitage. All the affected people gathered at the hermitage to save themselves from the drought. Sage Gautama welcomed them all without discrimination. Ganesha, son of Parvati, wanted to use the situation for his mother's benefit and relieve her worries about Ganga. Ganesha is the personification of the male sexual organ, or male Gana, which gives credence to the story of Gautama and its relationship to male procreative activities. Ganesha cultivated a relationship with the inmates of hermitage and was friendly with them. Ganesha refers to the human testis and scrotum. He plays a bigger role in sperm ejaculation through his trunk, which is a reference to the penis. As Angusha, a special stick, controls an enraged elephant, the urethral tube controls the flow of seminal fluid. Ganesha devised a plan to remove his mother's worry with the help of Jaya, a companion of Parvati. Ganesha requested Jaya to transform herself into a cow and graze on the fields belonging to sage Gautama. In case sage Gautama struck the cow for grazing on his field, the cow was supposed to lie down, pretending to be dead. This drama was staged many times to show that sage Gautama killed many cows. Cow is always known for its milk and milking. It refers to the seminal glands, especially the Sertoli cells, etc., which produce sperm and other processes relating to it. Sage Gautama used kusha, grass, to beat the cow for grazing in his field. Kusha refers to angusha, which in turn refers to the urethral tube connected to penis, used as a tool in the ejaculation of seminal fluid. Once ejaculation is over, it takes some time to accumulate the next batch of fluid. This temporary gap is also called drought in Puranic stories. The major drought refers to the dormant activities prior to puberty of sexual organs, such as the maturation of ovum and ovulation in female anatomy, production of sperms, and its maturation in male anatomy. The other residents of sage Gautama's hermitage witnessed these killings, which were considered deadly sins, and decided to leave the hermitage. This decision was also orchestrated by Ganesha. Sage Gautama begged them to stay back since walking out by guests was considered as a great insult to the host in Indian culture. The guests, brainwashed by Ganesha, were in no mood to listen. Sage Gautama requested them to give him a prayachita, penance to remove the sin, which he would perform so that the guests could stay back in his hermitage. As instructed by Ganesha, everyone said to sage Gautama, "Bring down Ganga from Shiva's hair. When the Ganga water touches the earth, your sins will be forgiven and we will return to your hermitage." Sage Gautama went to Mount Kailash and got his boon of bringing Ganga to the earth by practicing severe austerities. According to the Brahma Purana, Ganga has 15 tributaries, 4 in heaven, 7 on earth, and 4 in the underworld. What Ganesha and the others wanted here was the release of hormones from the pituitary gland situated at the hypothalamus. The place is called Mount Kailash, and the gland is none other than Shiva. The pituitary gland secretes hormones which controls the functions of sex organs of both women and men. Follicle stimulating hormones stimulate the growth of Graafian follicles to maturation in the ovary. In the case of women, follicle stimulating hormones enhance the production of androgen binding proteins by the Sertoli cells at the testis, critical for spermatogenesis. Luteinizing hormones produced by the anterior pituitary gland trigger ovulation in women. In males, they stimulate Leydig cell production of testosterone. Thus, the drought mentioned here was so severe that it had to be sorted out by sage Gautama with the help of Shiva. Jaya, the companion of Parvati, is not alone, but she has a close associate called Vijaya. According to Puranic stories, Jaya and Vijaya are the gatekeepers of Vaikunta. These two are also known as Madhu and Kaitab, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakshipu, Ravana and Kumbhakarna, and Kamsa and Shishupala. One of these companions refers to a male and the other to a female. They are a particular part of the sexual organs of both men and women to be activated at the time of hormone release. Ganga's tributaries refer to the spinal nerves, dorsal and ventral. 4 in heaven relates to the nerves at the top portion of the spinal cord. 7 in earth relates to nerves at the middle portion of the spinal cord. 4 in underworld relates to nerves at the lower portion of the spinal cord. Meanwhile, Jaya and Vijaya are medicinal plants. Jaya's botanical name is Abetalon avicenne, Gertin. Another plant is called Sarvajaya, Kamakshi, and its botanical name is Canna indica, Lin. Yet, another plant is called Shirpurna Jaya, and its botanical name is Viburnum foetidum, Wall. There is also another plant called Jaya, which is known as Abetalon asiaticum, and not much is known about its medicinal properties. Yet another plant is called Jayanti, which is known as Sesbania aculeata, and it is the favorite food of cattle, especially sheep and goats. Female reproductive organs are referred to in relation to cows, sheep, and goats. Perhaps the Jayanti plant may be of some benefit to those female organs. Vijaya's Siddhapatri botanical name is Cannabis sativa, Lin. Siddha refers to head or brain power since it is a part of Siddhar, ancient Tamil medicine man. Another plant is called Vijaya, and its botanical name is Terminalia chebula. Other Sanskrit names for this plant are Patya, Suddha, Haritaki, Abhaya, Vayasta, Amrita, Haimayadi, and Jivanti.